My name's Michelle Forstrom, and I want to tell you a story. And this is a true story. This is a story about my mom. So she escaped from Bulgaria, which was communist, when she was 16 with her mom and her dad and her brother. And they arrived in France. They forged passports and they didn't know where to go or what to do. They went to the French consulate to declare immunity, and there were programs in that time in France that they could sign up for, but it took some time in order to receive the help that they needed for housing or to find jobs. And my grandmother, my mom's mom, was really distraught. And sorry, I might get emotional saying this, but the woman that was helping her at this agency in France could see that my grandma was distraught. My grandma's name was Nevenka. And this woman had my grandmother fill out some forms to receive help and so on. And then she reached into her own purse and, and gave my grandmother enough money to go to the store and buy some food. She also helped her find a place to live. And I don't even know the name of this woman, but I know that it happened, and it made all the difference in the world to my grandmother and to my mom and to me. I mean, I wasn't even born yet, and people were taking care of my mom and my grandma and my grandpa when they first arrived to France. When my mom first arrived, to the United States, she was a student, and she came with a sister missionary, Sister Ralph, who had been serving in France, where my mom had been living. So she stayed with the Ralph family, and then she had a scholarship at BYU, but she didn't have any money or a place to live or anything. So the Ralph family took her under their wing and helped her find some on-campus housing. They took her to the store. They bought her sheets. They bought her some supplies like a backpack and pencils and paper for school. They introduced her to the people on campus and campus life that could help her, which now I can proudly say that's where I work at BYU, which is really neat. But I just want to point out that these way stations, these pivotal moments where refugees come into another country, often they don't speak the language, they don't have a place to live, they don't have things to eat, they don't know how to navigate the school system, they don't know how to use public transport. It's very different. Cultures are very, very different when you move from one country to another, and it's not just language. There are a lot of societal norms that people aren't used to. And when you give help to refugees, when you support their education and their training and their access to health care and to help, especially when they first come, it makes all the difference in the world.